Hello, everybody. Welcome to this Christmas festivity holidays. Hot Five Biggie Shack and TM Commandments. I am the Immortal Biggie Shack, and this is my friend TM Nerdy. How you doing, TM?
I'm doing great, man. It's been a great week. It's been a great week for both of us, and that we're just ramping up for the holiday season. I guess we're just here to talk a little bit about comics because that's what we do in the comic community.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, to start this list, I am going to hold on. Let me get rid of this one. Stop. Begin. All right. So I'm going to start off with the book that came out this week. Now I am to believe that this is the first VR Troopers. Sentai 5. This book's been on my list before. This is a very good book, I think. You never know when a licensed product, whatever will get big. So we all know Power Rangers blew up. It's a big thing. Well, this is VR Troopers. This is Enter the World of VR Troopers. To me, this is the first VR Troopers. You're not going to see it on a blue label. It's not important enough yet. But it's also the what's the word for it? Whenever it's not the unofficial first Mothra is Sentai 5. So this has already got some hot spec on it. It's an early Power Rangers book. Just a reminder, if you're picking up the new Power Rangers and you want to figure out where the first appearance is, it's not that easy to figure out. I believe it's Sentai 5. So that's the first book I'm bringing to the table. And my second book, all my books this week have no rhyme or reason. I'm just doing off the top of my head stuff I feel like is good to buy right now. So the Court of Owls, the first Court of Owls, this Cthulhu is my favorite Cthulhu cover. Honestly, I've had this book a couple times. Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo. This cover is just fantastic. There's earlier cameos of the Court of Owls, but this is the one everybody goes to. This is the money book. And I am saying go get them because, that Batman Absolute or whatever the hell it's called, that might be come and go. It might stick a little bit, but this one I feel like still has some years to go in it. Just because the cover, like people like the cover to the new Absolute Batman. I like this cover. I think this is one I'd rather have in my collection, so I'm suggesting that to this week. And damn, we're getting people in here, but nobody's saying anything. All right. So the next book in my my list this week is Captain America 117. This is actually the next book I'm buying. This is my shit. This is what I want to get next. I'm collecting African American superheroes. And yeah, I want this book next. So if I'm gonna buy it, I think you guys should too. You got $100, $150. You're going for a big book. I don't see why this isn't a good option. So this is what I'm suggesting to y'all. Captain America sidekick, first one since Bucky, and he's badass as fuck as the first Falcon. So there's that. And what up, McGroovy? Good to see you, man. All right.
Groovy.
And this book, I've seen people actually buying this, and I bought it too. But this is a hot. Whoa, this is a hot book because people love surfer covers. People are getting into Mary Severin, and this is a good one right here. So maybe a little Christmas stocking stuffer for all y'all out there. Tells to Astonish 93, man. Certified banger, Mary Severin. People were picking up more and more Mary Severin by the day. That's my fourth book. And for my fifth, I might as well leave that open because I'll be right back. Okay, I'll show y'all my fifth is in hand. Now I don't know if there it is. I don't know if Jarvis or Iron Man's connected to Doctor Doom, but there's two first Jarvises. There's this book, and it is Tells of Suspense 59, or it's like Avengers. I'm not sure the number, but it's the Avengers Assemble issue where Cap first says Avengers Assemble. I believe this one's older, so I'm going with the Tells 59 for my fifth book. You might want the first Jarvis. You know, Jarvis might make a comeback in this new Doomsday movie. So those were my 5 picks this week. And let's make there we go. And I'm going to share one of TM's choices now. Okay. What's up, Ronnie Johnston? Good to see you, buddy.
What's up, Ronnie? All right. So this is 4-color 359. This doesn't go for a lot of money. Just saying it's $20 here. Low grade, of course, but it's from 1951. It's Golden Age comic. And this is the first appearance of Frosty the Snowman. That's right, guys. I thought I'd bring a lot of Christmas themed books this week, and a lot of them surprised me, including this one, of how low it goes for. Like, we all grew up with certain Christmas movies, and one of my Christmas movies was Frosty the Snowman. Loved watching that, loved watching Return of Frosty and that. So, and there's just a great song about this character as well. So if you want to get yourself a first appearance of Frosty the Snowman, definitely get it right here. Frosty the Snowman, 4-color 350.
All right. Very cool. Very cool. I like Frosty. He's a very nostalgic, rememberable. I hope I got this one right, Tim. If I fucked up, I don't know what to say. It's the only one that's like, all right, here we go. I think it's right. Right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. This one is correct as well. So again, a very cheap price for a Golden Age book. Now, there is a booklet out there that's done by a retail store that actually created Rudolph. They have a booklet that came out with a story about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer from 1938 or 39, I think it was, and they created it. Created the character. It was before the song, before the animated claymation cartoon, but in comic books, this is the first appearance of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And of course, it's by DC. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, DC 1950, like I said, a Golden Age comic. And since then, they've actually done a lot of reprints of this comic. So definitely get your hands on this if you can. Like it says right here, you can get a good copy, a very good copy, very good plus copy, very bright, colorful, for $89.95. For a Golden Age book of the first appearance of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, that's a pretty freaking good price. And it surprised me every time I go looking for comics or go looking for characters and think like, oh man, this is going to be a pricey book. And then it comes back that it's not. It's very surprising that these comics are not going for a lot more, but it's really helps us out because then we can buy them for cheaper. And that's my number 2 big.
Right.
Very cool stuff, Tim. Thanks, Random. Kevin's in the chat. We got Ronnie. We got Kobe24. We got the Gaming Boss. We got Deku. Yes, Vision Quest is still a thing, Ronnie. All right, so I went with this book. Now, this is not, before anybody wonders, this is not the first appearance of Santa Claus. It's not the first appearance of Santa Claus because there's definitely a lot of Santa Claus first appearance, as Famous Funnies number 5 is the first appearance of Santa Claus, but it's super expensive. It's over $1,000 and that. And then you also have the first appearance of Santa Claus in DC, which is DC Comics is Superman's Christmas Adventure #1, and then over in Marvel, it's Strange Tales 64, all over $1,000. And I was like, gotta bring something Santa Claus related. And funny enough, last night over on Sector 2815's channel, he actually showed this book, which was surprising because you can even ask Biggie, you can ask a few other people that I talked to quite a bit. I made this list like a week ago, so just him bringing it is kind of funny. But this is 4-color issue number 61. This is the origin of Santa Claus, because in that other one, Famous Funnies #5, we get the first appearance of him, but we don't get an origin. And in this comic, you get an origin, and I think that's really cool. It's a beautiful cover, beautiful green. When Paul Sector 2815 showed it yesterday, I was in awe of how it looked, and that because you can see pictures in that when somebody's showing it off, or even in person, you just see that green and it pops. It definitely pops. A beautiful cover, $60. $60 for a very good copy of the origin of Santa Claus. There was no other comic before this has the origin. But like I said, Famous Funnies issue #5 is the first appearance of Santa Claus in comics, but this is the first origin of Santa Claus. I know it's not a first appearance. I know sometimes people don't like origin stories and that, but it's Santa Claus, guys. Why don't you pick this up and have the origin of Santa Claus just in time for Christmas? Because, like, let me tell you, if I got this for Christmas and I unwrapped it and stuff, I'd be so happy in that. I am slowly trying to get a collection of Santa Claus covers or Christmas themed covers, and I'm definitely eyeing this one. And that is my #3 pick.
Yeah, and it's got that classical comic art style to it. Looks fantastic. I like it a lot. That's a cool.
Yeah, dude. I'm surprised too, because I got brought 3 Golden Age books today. And I don't usually do that.
Yeah, man.
Alan has that. Alan, I guess I Am Looney Tune says Alan has that. So
okay. Yeah. You kind of got to get those.
All right. And speaking of Alan did not like this book at all. I brought this book because it is the first appearance of no, it's not the first appearance of Lobo, guys. Just kidding. I'm surprised it's going for this much because I got it for cheaper than this. But it's the first appearance of Dog. That's right, DAWG, Dog. The first appearance of Lobo's dog, and it's a great story, Christmas themed. But we just got a Supergirl they dropped the Woman of Tomorrow from it. We got a Supergirl trailer recently, and Lobo, the man himself, showed up in that trailer. Now there's big speculation that he's taking the mantle of Supergirl's horse, that the horse is not going to show up in there. I still think that Lobo's dog is going to eventually show up. So this is a cool Christmas themed book and a good story at that. I'm just saying that it's a fantastic story. And it's the first appearance of Lobo's dog right there, as you can see. And it's the dog actually plays a huge part in Lobo's stories going forward after this storybook. So if you're into getting DC characters, like animal characters and stuff, like sidekick characters like Crypto, and this is a book for you. Super, super cheap. I'm surprised it's this much, to be honest, because I got it for $10 Canadian not too long ago, and it's a super good, clean copy. So you guys could probably find this cheaper than $17.99. But who knows? People maybe already be thinking like, hey, this book might go up. So, yeah. You're muted.
Sorry. All right, guys. Last book. Here we are.
Last book. And I can't believe this is a slab book. This is a slab. 9.8 going for.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Shit. How do I do that? Oh, I know how. There you go.
Going for $165, which is crazy. Now, I will say, This one came out in 1994. Animaniacs #1 came out in 1995, which always gets confused with people. People always think that Animaniacs #1 is the first appearance of Animaniacs in comics, which is not the case. As you can see, this one came out in 1994, and this is Animaniacs Christmas Special #1. And this is not only the first appearance of Yakko, Wacko, and Dot, it's also the first appearance of Pinky and the Brain. It's sad that they don't have that on the label, as you can see on 9.8, and that it would probably go for a lot more if people realized CGC, Key Collector, cover price, if they would get their facts right. Sometimes not a shot at them and stuff, but like books would be a higher price, but it helps us as collectors that we know these type of things, and now you guys know that if you guys want the first appearance of Animaniacs in comics and Pinky and the Brain, this is it right here, the Christmas special, sticking with the Christmas theme since it is a Christmas special book. But yeah, no, this is definitely a book for you guys if you're into those kind of cartoony type of characters and that. I grew up with Animaniacs. I grew up with Pinky and the Brain, and I liked the remake as well when they brought Animaniacs back. I thought it was fan-freaking-tastic. Beautiful copy here. I know Blaker kind of put me onto this a while back. So yeah, that's my top 5. Also, I do want to point out that there is a DC Universe logo variant of this.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that. Now, let me see if I could do a little snooping on that while we're here.
What's up, Benny?
DCU variants. I'm not seeing any listed yet, but that don't mean much. Okay, well, it's something to keep your eye open for, guys. I could probably Google it and show it to you. Let me see if I can pull it up on my phone. So that's just kind of how we do our list. We use the I use and TM uses we use our friends. I call it the network. I hit up my buddies and we talk about books. Believe it or not, whenever me and TM are sitting in the back of a stream that isn't live, we're about 95% talking about speculation books. We're talking about books we want to get, books we got, books that are cool. Hey, look at this, look at that. You know, that's just what we do with our pals, and we bring it to y'all once a week if we can, and that's it, man.
That's a cool thing about comics too. Like you can speculate on comics and that be like, oh, that's going to be a key, or that's a key book I want to pick up because of a character I like, or the history on comics. You can go into a history stuff like about writers, artists, and stuff. How they started into comic books, the story about how they created certain characters, or you can read the stories. There's so much you can do with comic books, which is just fascinating to me.
So TM isn't a fibber. It's right here, guys. The DCU variant. They are real, so keep your eyes open if you run across them. If you're a DCU variant collector, that's one of the ones you need to get. So any other hot topics we want to squeeze out there before we get hit the end button? We did a fantastic video on Street Fighter about 2 months ago. We did a bunch of Street Fighter books on here. That's a little popular right now. The Supergirl stuff going on now. I'm not in the boat of saying that Supergirl of Tomorrow, whatever, is a $80-$100 book. I feel like that's a $25 book. I just want to put that out there. You know, it's a very valuable book, but I wouldn't go spending $80-$100 on it. What's this say? Biggie, do you buy cigs and cartons must help be expensive? No, I don't. No worries, though. I am Looney Tunes. And then, yeah, where was I? We was talking Lobo and
You're talking about you didn't like the price of the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow #1 book.
Yeah, there's some getting sold now. I think even 9/8 of that book's like 150. So for a raw to sell for 100 seems like a little bit of bullshit to me. So I don't know. Got anything you want to bring up? Oh, you got your show with 22 tonight. What time is that, TM?
As at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then tomorrow, I don't usually do live, so I'm going live tomorrow. And I'm going to be showing off my pickups of the year. And I'm leaving some out because like I just gathered them all up, and like I have like over 30 that I'm going to be showing off tomorrow. So I'm leaving out like the Animal Man books I got because I picked some up myself, and then I picked some up, got some sent to me by Rad. I'm also leaving out a lot of new Teen Titans books that I got because those are just fill runners, and that I'm just sticking with the keys and some slabs that I got because like I have over 30 books to show tomorrow. And so tune in tomorrow on my channel at I think I'm gonna go live at noon. I'm gonna go live at noon and stuff. It'll probably be an hour long stream, but I got StreamYard free for 7 days, so I'm gonna use that opportunity to do some cool stuff.
Cool, man. So like, so we're taking a Christmas break for book club, and we'll be back the day before New Year's Eve or New Year's Eve, and we'll be doing the review on Animal Man #5. But for Collector Club, as far as I can tell, tomorrow I'm still gonna run it. If people are busy, I get it, but if you feel like stopping by and hanging out, I'll send out some links and we'll do a little Collector Club. The topic's going to be our magazine's comic books. Or do we consider magazines a comic book? And then we'll go talk about all the different magazines and what we think about them being considered a comic book. So I feel like that'll be fun. And that's it for now, man. I hope you guys have a good week. Enjoy your rest of the week, and Christmas is coming soon. I know Friday night's gonna be fun for me because I'm gonna watch that Jake Paul, what's his name fight, the Anthony Joshua. So I'm excited for that. And thank you, TM. As usual, you put a lot of effort into your books. That was really cool, Christmas list, and I appreciate your work. And I hope you guys enjoyed the books I showed. And we'll see y'all in a little bit, man. Hashtag enjoy.
Biggie. Biggie. Biggie.